Morning. That's not a good one. Start over. Hi. Oh, morning. Great night's sleep. Get the moon out finally. Kevin is now a believer in underquilts. Said he's never going to sleep in a hammock without one again, so now he's in the market. He was using one of the One Winds. The One Wind underquilt top quilt was the perfect pairing for this temperature. About 59, 57, probably somewhere in there. I have no way of knowing for sure, but that was the forecast. Fantastic morning. It's a little bit chilly. Just a little bit, it's not bad. Got the low clouds on the mountain. But wow, what a good campsite. I'm gonna go heat up some water. Make myself a breakfast skillet. But looking forward to a good day. We believe we are about exactly halfway through section 3. That leaves us about 6, maybe a little over 6 miles to get down to Bull Sluice in the beginning of section 4. And the current plan may be to paddle all the way through section 4, but not paddle the lake portion. It may be camp right at the tail end of the river after Five Falls, because if we get out tonight, it'll be a late drive. We'll be zonked. So as it stands, if we can make it through, we'll get down through Five Falls and finish all that good stuff out, then jump on the lake.
On the lake?
And camp. Or maybe right before the lake. The lake looked pretty steep on the banks. I don't know if there's much camping, but we'll see if we can make that work. Otherwise, we'll be we're driving home late. The current plan is to do what?
Get below Five Falls.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we could get below Five Falls in the boats with the boats together, upright on top of the water, that's the current plan.
It's really all that matters.
It's really all that matters at that point. We'll be happy. So it's going to be fun. Water's almost ready. This is how I charge everything. The raft power, charging the GoPro stuff. All charged up. I got another one I kept in the hammock with me. Charges the phone, which isn't of much use in this area because there's no signal. But that little shelf in the hammock's really nice and convenient. Keep everything charged. Oh, got my water. Ready for breakfast. All right, so here we are, all packed up. Let's how to say this. In the whitewater kayak world, when you're camping, if it's warmer weather and you're not using a dry suit, there's a moment of the day that's not very pleasant. Would you agree?
This one?
This is the one. This is where you put on your gear that you thought might dry. No, not gonna dry.
Not really going to. No.
But it's not as wet as it was yesterday when we took it off, but it's not dry. So you gotta, now this is dry. It dried out. You're feeling pretty dry.
I'm feeling good.
But the skirt, the tops, the life jacket, not dry. So we got to, he's got the chills thinking about it. It's just a little bit brisk.
It's not quite there yet.
Sun's not here, but we think it's time to get going. So we're gonna try to muscle through putting on the wet gear. It's the worst part of the day. You ready? Yeah. Let's do this. No good story starts without a man putting on a skirt. The part you need dries the most, you had collecting all the water from everything else. Well, the gear's on. Not too bad. Kevin, until we meet on the river, my friend, which should be about 2 minutes. I'm gonna roll back over here to my stuff and just seal launch right in, so. Oh yeah. It's gonna be the good stuff today, folks. Feeling pretty good. No better way to start a day. And the river had picked up right where it left off. Each turn more beautiful than the last, and the morning sun was blanketing the valley. The air was still and crisp, and the water rushing. As we traveled in and out of the shadows, we could feel the coolness of the dark corners, and then the warmth of the sun, and back again. Each twist and turn of the river was like a setting from a fairy tale. I'm not sure I've ever paddled a prettier morning. Around each bend was a new rock garden, a new rapid, a new painting of sunlight and water. And we knew we had a big day ahead of us with some challenging water. But for now, it was nice just to enjoy the moment. And for me, each moment was a first. The first time I had run these rapids. The first time my eyes had ever seen this river. And the first time can be a blessing and a curse. Sometimes you don't have the best lines. Sometimes you make mistakes.
But the first time you see a place is a moment you'll never forget. And when you can string together 28 miles of moments like that in a place like this with a friend like Kevin, that's a good trip. And that's why we do it. In between the chaos and the rushing water, you just sit back and take it all in. And there's no better way to see creation than from the seat of a plastic boat.
That was a little weird. I turned around to see you.
Sorry, Dad.
Traveling a river that neither of you have seen before, it is always important to take your time and scout and go slow when you don't know. Most of these rapids were readable from the boat. You simply pick your line and go. On occasion, we couldn't see where the rapid was heading, and we would get out and scout. Section 3 had given us almost 8 miles on rapids we didn't need to scout. We had a perfect day. Perhaps we were getting a little too comfortable. In any case, it should be said that this is a river that you can't get too comfortable on. The beast lives in here, and the trap was set. We simply thought we were somewhere else. Talking about it afterwards, we're not sure how we came to our decision to forego our scout and paddle blindly into a dark corner. We made a huge mistake.
It looks chill through the slot. What? Looks chill through the slot after that, I don't know. You want to probe? You want me to go? Go for it, big man.
Are we just running this?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, let's do it.
Who knows what's below? Oh! This might be, well, Sluice. Stay to the left.
That's a little bit bigger. The one we just got. It was quite a rapid, bro. I got away from the hole, and then got into the second one, got away from that.
Was I stuck on that rock?
Yeah, you were stuck right. You were stuck in the pour over right on that rock. And I was like, I came through. This was all right, and I came around the corner like. There's no crest 3. Perhaps we should look a little.
They all turned around with my paddle, falling back into the hole.
I was like, just don't swim.
We had gotten away with one, and we knew we were a little lucky. But in true kayaker fashion, you just gotta laugh it off. You can't dwell on it. It was a stark reminder that no matter how good you think you are, and how many miles of river you've paddled, and how many thousands of good decisions you've made, the river doesn't care. The beast is looking for one bad decision and one opportunity to eat you up. We weren't too comfortable anymore. We had our adrenaline pumping, and we were ready for Section 4. Maybe this time, we just do a little more scouting.
You weren't in a hole.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a good spot.
No, it's not.
All right, so there we are. We're in section 4 now. Just got real comfortable reading and running, and we thought we saw a line. It turned out to be Bull Sluice, and we did the double drop on the right side with varying results. But
There was a line.
there was a line. How do you feel about it?
Well, honestly, I don't feel good that I almost got pinned against a rock. Or, I guess was pinned against a rock, briefly.
It felt worse
Next
than
to
it looked.
a
big hole.
Volkswagen size hole.
Oh, that's good times. It's all part of the fun. Well, we got that out of the way now. We can just boogie on down this river.
As we round the corner, we see a significant horizon line. It's time to scout.
I think we should catch that eddy and scout it.
Can we scout it from the left?
Yeah.
7-foot falls, a powerful pour-over with an undercut left side and an outflow that rushes into an undercut left bank. Hit the flare boof and fly over the hole. Miss the boof off the rock and risk getting swept into the undercut. Coming off the high of flying off 7-foot falls, we took the next few miles by storm. It's hard to beat perfect whitewater on a perfect day.
Nice! Let's go check it out. Check this out. That's nice. I'm gonna go get up in it. So how awesome is that? Woo! Woo! It's cold, boy! Woo! That's cold. Oh man. Beautiful.
With Long Creek Falls behind us, we had one more rapid of note in Raven Chute, after which we would be in the Five Falls portion of Section 4 at this water level, mostly Class 5. We had found the sweet spot between confident and nervous and comfortable. We were in the zone, just enjoying the push and the pull of the river. It's a feeling you have to experience to understand. You're not totally in control. You just have to harness the power and learn to use that to your advantage. You'll know right away if you're doing it wrong. chute. Straight forward. Stay out of the ledge hole on the right,
That's not bad.
and stay out of the pour-over hole on the left. We were one bend of the river away from the entrance to Five Falls. The rapids are bigger and much closer together. A mistake in one rapid leaves you little opportunity to avoid being swept into the next. And while the moves you must make to get through the rapids aren't that hard, the consequences of missing your line are catastrophic.
Yeah, it's not bad. Just straight to the eddy, then you flush through the rapids, then you want to catch the eddy again. And then it's corkscrew. Baby, made it. Straight through that slot right there.
Into that spot?
Yep. And then you need to collect. Oh yeah! You good for catching that one?
One down, 4 to go. The next one is probably the hardest, and it also leads right into 3 sieves if you miss your line. It's a formidable rapid named Corkscrew. We catch our eddy on the left bank and decide to scout all the way through Crack. It's a long, powerful rapid. The entire left wall of the river is undercut. The big rock in the middle is undercut. There's a series of powerful holes that you want to avoid at all cost. Really, it's a dicey game of riding the seam between the holes and the current that's pushing you into the left wall. And if you mess up, you swim for your life before you get washed into crack.
That's rowdy. I like that one.
We decide to walk crack. 3 sieves side by side, formed by 2 giant undercut boulders. The bulk of the water in the river runs under the boulders. You can choose between the left, middle, and right crack, depending on which day and how much wood is blocking the gates. Mistakes here are likely fatal. 3 down, 2 to go. And with the log in the way, we gotta find a way around Jawbone.
There's a big eddy right there. If you make all the way left, you'll be in the eddy.
Number 4 of the Big 5, Jawbone. Today, the upper part of the rapid was blocked by a river-wide tree. Unfortunately, we were forced to walk, which was a massive disappointment. But that's part of the deal when you're in these kind of waters. You gotta be prepared for anything, and sometimes that means missing part of the fun.
So this rapid right here was one that I was really looking forward to, with the trees across. So we had to portage. That's Jawbone.
Sock'em Dog, the last of the 5. Today we're going to run the high water line on the river left. You must avoid the undercut rock on the right, the hole on the far left, and the undercut rock that I'm standing on.
You want to stay here on safety? I'll run it, see how it looks. Sure, it's gonna interrupt. Hey, you found it. Finish it on. We made it. Last of the Big 5. We ran the high water boof line on the left, and it wasn't real padded out. It was a little bony on the entrance. Awesome river, but it's got stuff like that in it, so you gotta be careful here. Oh yeah! Chattooga Station 5! Shoulder bones. Chattooga, baby.
Tugaloo Lake. We made it.
This was Kevin's idea. No kidding.
Yeah.
And it was a good one. We contemplated getting through and then camping one more night, but we thought it might be later. This morning as we started the run, we realized we could probably finish it up pretty early, and I think we actually said we thought about 3. So if it takes us now to get there, we're set. 24 hours right now. So 1 full day in the gorge. Fantastic run if you have the skills. But remember to scout Bull Sluice.
Yeah. Probably gonna take a look first.
You could take a look. Always a great idea. To be honest with you, I ran some pretty good rapids today and yesterday. But the highlight of my trip was Bull Sluice blind and not knowing where I was till I saw it. And then realizing I wish I had scouted that one. Made the trip just that much better. So I don't recommend doing that. And it was the one rapid we didn't scout. I wouldn't want to recreate it. River's always there trying to teach you a lesson. So now we have a 2-mile paddle on a beautiful lake with a beautiful day with really slow boats that don't go straight.
So that was our adventurous overnight kayak camping trip. Perfect weather, world-class whitewater, an amazing national wild and scenic riverway, and a good friend. And you might ask why we would want to mess around with a river like this. And the obvious answer is because it's there.
Oh yeah, old Betsy. We are hungry. Whew, my arms are tired, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so that's the trip, guys. We got our Burger King. Had to eat it here in the hot parking lot, but it tasted good. That was a victory burger for all you who know what I'm talking about. Special thanks to my buddy Kevin Ratliff, my original whitewater buddy from years and years ago, probably over 15 years we've been paddling together. But this was his idea. We wanted to do a little kayak camping, and he said, let's do Chattooga. Fantastic suggestion, and
We did it.
we did it, man. Good stuff.
Cool.
Awesome river. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.
Hi, bud.
Quite the rapid, bro.
And that was our Chattooga experience, exploring those dark corners on the River of Legends.